ladies and gents, this is Linda Faychick777, and today I'm coming at you with the design team project for SaCrafters. Now, what you're looking at, obviously, is my name sign. Now, I'm not going to throw it out, but I have made for this design team project another name sign. And funny story, because, I know you like them. This name sign, Sa was actually having a name sign challenge, and I'm going to think maybe about 1.5 years ago. And I thought, what better way to, make myself a sign is to, participate in her challenge. So this is what I came up with. It was just kind of a quick thing. I didn't have much time to do it, but, I did a little bit of vintageness to it. But what I decided to do for this name sign I'm going to show you is just kind of a little bit, maybe steampunk, I guess, vintage. So and what I worked with was a 6x6 3D canvas. Now I'm probably going to end up making another name sign because, I have the vintage that you're staring at. I'm going to show you kind of the steampunky, and I've got to make a shabby chic because that way, whatever mood I'm in, I've got a name sign for it. And I like name signs because, like if you have the volume off for some reason, you're just kind of watching through a video, who you're watching because my sign's out in front. Obviously, you're going to know because you clicked on my channel, but I don't know. I just like name signs. I don't know. Maybe later I'll kind of, get rid of them altogether. But anywho, not right now. Let's show you my project. So I'm going to move this sign out of the way and show you my next sign, okay? Again, for SaCrafters. I find it funny that I ended up having this for SaCrafters and then I make another one for SaCrafters so many, months later. But here is my new one. I'm going to kind of bring my camera up just a little bit. See, a little bit steampunky. Kind of had fun with that. I'm liking it a little bit. I don't think I'm terribly great at kind of the steampunkish, but, I like to throw a few layers in. So anyway, I'll come in just a little bit. I know I'll have to pick this up so you can get a better look at it. Boy, I'm scoring with the ums tonight, aren't I? A little bit late. So for this back piece, what I did is I took Tim Holtz tissue wrap. And for those of you who may not know, it comes like this, a whole nice big roll, 15 feet of this tissue wrap. And then I took Claudine Helmuth's, the multi-medium. Okay, I painted this onto the canvas first, and then I wrapped the tissue paper around it, and I wrapped it in a way that it's kind of wrinkly. And let me bring it up to show you. See how you can kind of see the wrinkles through it? I did that on purpose. I wanted it to be nice and wrinkly all the way around. I kind of folded it like a present on the two sides. It goes around to the back. And then I went ahead and I took that multi-medium and I painted again over the top to kind of seal it in. Okay? So that's how I got that. And then even though this is a little bit steampunkish, I wanted a little bit of pink in there. So I took some Lindy Stamp Gang pink and kind of in areas, as you can see, a little bit of pink tinge going on. Added just that little pop, Steampunk doesn't have to be all dark, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm going to bring this back up again and we're going to get started. Now, I'm a little bit excited because a couple of the products, I think just a couple of them, that I have used on this project that are chipboard, Sa has recently put them in her shop and they are now made of wood. Woo, woo! I love the wood because to me, the way I layer 6 inches deep on stuff, the wood is more sturdier to me. Chipboard, awesome when I want to do more flat type, maybe mini album type projects, but the wood when I want to layer a lot, that's for me. Okay, so I'm going to bring this camera back down actually a little bit, and I'm going to bring this up to the camera and we're going to get started. I'll give you a little bit closer up view of everything. Okay. Now I wanted this canvas to kind of represent not only, my YouTube name, but also kind of represent art. I wanted it to be a piece of art and represent what art kind of is, you know, what it stands for to me. So on top of this Tim Holtz tissue paper, I have a little piece of vintage lace in the back. You can't even see it. Maybe I'll try. There, now you get a good look at it. Just a little strip down the side here, just to add, you know, a little bit of softness. Okay, and then I sprayed some areas. You can see a little bit in the pink as well. Okay, now this background piece is a wooden piece from Saw's shop. It's a long lamp post. It's clear up here to here, and I made this so that, you know, if I want, I can set it up on its end. Okay, so this, if this canvas is 6 by 6, this is probably almost 8-inch tall lamp post. And then what I did at the top, I, you know, also use like a clear Lindy stamp gang to shimmer everything up. And at this top portion, I actually meant to crackle it first with crackle accents, but then it didn't work right because I got a little impatient trying to get it to dry so I could do this video. And so it didn't, when using the heat gun, it just kind of, it didn't crackle. Anyway, so peeled that off, and then what I did is just put a little bit of more crackle accents on the top and some German glass glitter, because this is supposed to kind of represent the light bulb, you know, the street light lamp. And since it's steampunky, I didn't want to make it a real pretty, you know, I mean, I could have like stamped a word in it and, you know, glossy accent, but, you know, steampunky, a little bit of German glass glitter, a little bit of a pink glaze over the top. On the left side of this lamppost, this is a metal butterfly, and this is again from Saw's shop. Now this comes with these little areas here that are open, and I have these tiniest little gems, and I just hot glued them in each of these little openings. You can certainly leave it. There you can see my gems, or maybe add some stickles or something like that. And this butterfly, of course, very positionable and movable, bendable, okay, flexible. On the front down here where it's kind of like the signpost area, I added from Prima this cute little license plate. It comes in a package. Is it Junkyard Findings? It has license plates, and it has like steering wheels in it and spark plugs. Super cute. So I used the license plate, but I didn't really want the word that's in the middle. I think it says live, so I covered that up because it says remember your dream. And then over the top of it, to add a fun layer, this is one of Saw's wooden word quotes, and obviously you can see reality has limits, imagination is boundless, and I think it kind of goes in, you know, remember. And then you could say this and also remember your dream. And then on each end, I have those little cute Prima flat, like bolt type things to kind of cover the holes of those. Okay, coming down the lamppost, this is a chipboard clock with the Roman numerals from Saw's shop. Now she has it in Roman numerals and regular numbers. When you get it, it comes in 2 sizes. This is the smaller size. Then you get a bigger size. Okay, the bigger size I think is about maybe 6 inches across, and I think this is 3, so about twice the size, obviously. This is one of the things she now cuts out of wood. Super excited, because you know I'm going to buy a ton of those. Okay, on top of that is one of those Prima resin clocks. No, I'm sorry. This is from, I had Prima on the brain. This is Melissa Francis, I think. One of her resin pieces, the clock. Yeah, Melissa Francis. Sometimes I get her and Teresa Collins mixed up, but it's Melissa Francis resin clock. On top of the resin clock, I have layered some of Saw's, one of her chipboard clock hands. And this comes in like a package of like 20-some clock hands, now made out of wood. Woo woo! Super excited about that one. So you know, again, I'm going to be buying a ton of those. Over the top of that, I've layered a Prima metal clock hand. On the top of both of those, I layered, this is a Prima, the little steering wheel. And then this is a little Prima wing nut that you get with the little flat bottom, so you could glue it to the front of the, you know, to anything. And I, of course, glued it to the front of the steering wheel to add some more dimension. Okay, underneath, I've got like some black and white flowers. They're variegated. There you can kind of see it. Saw used to carry these in her shop. I'm just down to the tiniest little bit, hoarding them. Love them. So I've got one of those here and over here. I've got a little Wild Orchid Craft pink flower because I wanted to throw just a touch of pink in it. And then I've got a Wild Orchid Craft brown flower there. Now on top of that, this is a bicycle. It is made out of wood. It is from Saw's shop. Okay, and you know how I like to put an XO in it. Saw has these cute little triangular, like little banner shapes that are all letters, all the letters of the alphabet, and you get like 12 of each letter for like 99 cents or something like that. So what I did is I took 2 of those, obviously an X and an O, and I put it behind so you could see it through the spokes of the wheel of the bicycle. I know, super cute. Okay, and then as you can see all along in areas, I've used my acrylic paint mixed with sand and added texture, the cream color, to various areas of the project. Now kind of tucked right up above the flowers, this is like a metal clock charm, and I had these teeny tiny wings, so I glued these little metal wings to the back of the clock charm and then just kind of glued this right inside there. Okay, and then over to the right of that, the first layer on top of the tissue paper, this is a chipboard brick wall from Saw's shop. It comes in like an 8-inch by like 4-inch, 2 pieces, 8 by 4, 8-inch long, 4 wide, I think, or tall. You get 2 pieces of those in a package, and I just, make them go far and cut them up and kind of use them like that. On top of that, I layered like this big gear that I found at a garage sale. This is a Prima metal heart gear with some teeny tiny Prima clock hands. Tim Holtz gear here and here, okay? And then down at the bottom, this is just a Prima, another Junkyard Findings, one of the new releases. It says Art. On top of that, I've got a Prima vintage, like a faucet knob, and obviously you can see it says Love Art. And over here, I put a little memento, one of the little metal music notes, because when you're doing art, it's therapy. It's like music to your soul. So that's the reason I put that in there. Now from the little circle in that art charm, I put one of SaCrafters' little wooden words, and it says Dream Big on it. Because you love art, you dream big, you want your projects to be like super awesome. And then from there, I also hung one of Saw's little metal keys, and you get these in like a big package of like 13 of them, all different shapes and sizes and designs. So just kind of hung that all together there. Coming out from the right edge of that, this is the Prima, the pipes, the Junkyard Findings, the pipes. I think it's Junkyard Findings. I may be getting, I think it's right. Anyway, so the pipes coming up, and up at the top of that, I have, you guys know I love these little cute little water faucets, and I've got it dripping down into, their little water drips, just love those. So what I did is kind of like the water faucets dripping water down into the pipe that is continually watering my art. I know! I just can't help it. Gotta have a story with my projects, right? And then up here, this is just another piece of the water pipes there, because what I kind of want to do is here and here, kind of make it almost like it's framing my YouTube name here. And these are just foam stickers that are already glittery. I got them like from Walmart, so obviously spells Faith Chick. And then down here is another one of the foam glitter stickers for the 7. This is just a little plastic number 7 from my stash. And then this is just a Prima, the large regular numbers. Okay, so obviously spells out 777. Okay, so there is my project. I will have links down below to Saw's shop. She's always putting new, fun, exciting things in her shop, and you'll benefit from going and taking a look and, obviously spending a little bit of money. I hope you like this project. I hope it inspires you to alter a canvas of your own and maybe a name sign for your channel if you don't have a name sign, or maybe you just want a new name sign. Anyway, thanks for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.